Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day, what is this, 4? Yeah, Thursday, right? Yeah, day 4 here on Tau Paulo, and today we are starting off with our 3 great biscuits from the Ryko biscuits that were converted after the event exchange period has ended. So if you had any Ryko biscuits in your inventory, they should be turned into great biscuits now, which is good news, because that means we'll have plenty of biscuits for whenever the next couple of events roll around. We're also going to get 100 sleep points and 7,128 sneaky snacking and 20 diamonds to go along with it. Getting a whole lot of goodies today to start off with. All right, maybe that bodes well for what's coming up later. With that 100 sleep points, that does put us at 3,676 total sleep points. And for our daily lottery, it's going to be 100 diamonds. No, it's just a small ingredient ticket. Can always hope, right? But all right, let's go ahead and back out. And let's jump straight. Excuse me, straight into this sleep report. Hopefully that was the only one. That was out of nowhere. Out of line. Session 257. 9 hours and 2 minutes of sleep. That's going to give us 6% dozing, 48% snoozing, and 46% slumbering. That's looking a little balanced. Yeah, balanced type sleep. That's not bad, though. That does give us a chance at both Cyndaquil and Onyx, so good to have a chance for both of them at the same time, I suppose. We have a big increase in the drowsy power. We got 22.2, almost 22.3 million. 7 spawns on the board. So I'm feeling good about a Cyndaquil today. I see an adorable little Houndour there. It is unfortunate that Houndour is not considered a fire type in this game. I love Houndour. It looks like no Cyndaquil or Onyx. We've got Cubone, Swalot, Eevee, Rattata, Igglybuff, Houndour, and Haunter. Yeah, neither of the one that I want. Or neither of the 2 that I want, I should say. Which is most unfortunate. But it is what it is. Nothing I can do about that. No one's hungry either. Ooh. You know, I think it caught my eye in the very beginning, and I think that's what we're going to go for. We're going to try to catch this Houndour, because I do need a better Houndour for whenever the Dark Island does finally show up, or the Dark Berry Island. Unfortunately, not a big hit, which means we're not taking anything home today again. Again, just kind of a chill week, only really looking for Cyndaquil and Onyx. Anything else that we get is just a bonus for the rest of the week. That's really the only thing that if I find it, I might really put some effort into catching, especially the Onyx, simply with how rare it is to find. Other than that, yeah, there's nothing really. I mean, the Eevee would be good to work on too, but not at the expense of premium resources. Yeah, just gonna go ahead and wrap it up today. We are creeping ever closer to that guaranteed double gold with Eevee, though, so kind of regretting not catching that one now, just to get another one closer to 40. In terms of candy, while Houndour would be good to get people some candy for whenever we do get the Dark Island. We just have a lot of time, so there's not really a need to get one now. Cubone candy would be good to help people to prepare for Tau Paulo. And I feel like everyone has a ton of Gengar candy. Yikes, I don't really know what the, you know what? I think out of the 3 I've mentioned, Marowak is probably, or Cubone candy is probably the one that gets sent out the least. So we'll try to even those out with a little bit of Cubone candy. I don't really know that there was a great choice there. 1,115 research XP and 1,848 dream shards. Actually, not bad results for just kind of how middle of the road this research was. All right. We do have some new news. We have, well, it looks like the more official announcement for Good Sleep Day 9 and the bundles. So let's just start at the top and work our way down. Rest your very best on the night of the full moon. This event is held once a month in all areas for a total of 3 days on the day of the full moon and the days before and after. During this time, drowsy power will be multiplied by 1.5 on the days before and after the full moon, April 23rd and 25th, and on the day of the full moon, April 24th, it will be multiplied by 2.5 times. Let's all try to get lots of sleep during the event and research loads of Pokemon styles. So we've got April 23rd, 24th, 25th. We did know about this. Participating in the event is easy. Participating in the event is easy. Wow. Okay, so it's going to be another day where I can't get my words together. That's good. Simply press the sleep button before going to sleep during the event to track your sleep, just like you normally would. We do have a couple of other benefits on the 23rd and the 25th. Not only will you get 1.5 times drowsy power, you also get double the Pokemon Sleep XP. For all the Pokemon that are on your team for that night, and a bonus 500 sleep points each night. And then on the night of the full moon, April 24th, you get 2.5 times drowsy power, 3 times Pokemon Sleep XP, and 1,000 bonus sleep points. So, as I say all the time, for those of you that are new, this is a great time to use your incense and have a team with some Pokemon that have Sleep Research XP bonus on. That way you can really take advantage of this Pokemon Sleep XP multiplier. It's a good time to get a good chunk of XP, especially on your pseudo legendaries. And well, now we have legendary now too with Raikou. So this is a great time to get a good chunk of XP on there if you have 1 or 2 Sleep Research XP bonus Pokemon and you use the, the Growth Incense. You will also end up with like almost 6.5, 6.25 maybe, somewhere around there, multiplier for your sleep XP for that night. So you can end up with like 600 and something XP in one night. So it's a great time for that, as well as any of the other like Luck Incense, Focus Incense, and Always Draw a Blank Friendship Incense, because you're going to have a much higher drowsy power. Great time for almost any of the incense. Moving on, this is just the typical rundown of the multipliers that are just general to all Good Sleep Days. So this is not relevant to this particular sleep day other than the fact that the full moon is on Wednesday, so that's why we have the 2.5 multiplier, and then the rest is just normal notes, just letting you know that you can take place. Oh, there we go. At the bottom, it gives you the tip I just gave about the Growth Incense, but just letting you know that this event does take place on all islands. You don't have to go to Greengrass for it, so go wherever the Pokemon you're looking for is going to be for that multiplier. Of course, we may end up with a Entei event or something during that time, but the fact that they haven't announced it yet makes me think we're not getting Entei this month. We're probably going to get it next month, but I say that, watch them announce it tomorrow. That would be my luck. Anyway, to go along with the Good Sleep Day event that begins at 4 a.m. on April 23rd, we have the Good Sleep Day bundles. Let's see how well this bundle works out for us. It's going to be 1,500 diamonds, 2 Growth Incense, 2 Luck Incense, 2 Focus Incense, and 9 Great Biscuits. That one's actually not too terrible, given that bundles are usually the only way to grab most of these incense. It's actually not that bad. 1,500 diamonds. As a free player, that's a lot of diamonds to ask from somebody. I would think you'd probably want to already have like 2,000 built up to buy this, and on top of that, you already want to have all of your inventory expansions done. Maybe not the Pokemon box expansion, because I'm still at only 100 and I think maybe 75, 80 Pokemon right now. So you're probably not hitting that cap, but at least the ingredient and the inventory space expansion's done. If you've got both of those done, maxed out, and you have at least 2,000 diamonds, this one might be all right as a free player. Of course, as a premium player that's buying diamonds, that's 100% up to you if you want to grab this bundle. It seems like a pretty decent one. The Great Biscuits alone are worth 1,800 diamonds if you bought them by themselves. So it's not a bad deal. But, you know, that's just my opinion. Take that into account or don't. It's up to you. It's your game. Play it your way. The rest is just explaining what the focus and growth incenses do. Yeah, so not bad bundles. Not bad at all. Unless I'm completely missing something and they're just absolutely terrible or absolutely godlike. I don't know. Let's go ahead and check our community reports, though. We've got 47 up. Hey, I don't know. I'm not going to count that one. I feel like I saw it and it was a little too late. Anyway, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 that doubled up. A little low today, but that's not bad. That's still close to 20%. No level ups. We've actually gotten a ton. I wish I'd been tracking how much double candy we had got this entire time, but it's way too late for me to start that now just to see how much double candy we've got since that feature was implemented. Another 675 sneaky snacking will be our reward, though, and a skill trigger on Marowak. Great way to start the day, especially look, all berries. This Marowak is super good for Taup Hollow. And a skill trigger on Dragonair is very good. Usually that means the start of a good day, but you can see somebody still prefers the herbs to the corn, and it is much to my detriment. It is further reinforcing that we just need to go back to Lapis and find a double corn Stuffle, because Beware also has a skill trigger, but look how many more ingredients. Look at the ingredient to berry ratio of Beware compared to what we just saw with Dragonair, where Dragonair was mostly berries and about 30% ingredients. Beware looks like about 30% berries. So this is why we need to go back and just get a double corn Stuffle. It's going to be so much better. Another skill trigger, very nice. Oil production, not really looking too great on our shiny Krogunk. Only going to be on the team until I feel like we have a decent supply of oil, and honestly, it really only feels like these two are just barely keeping up with the amount of oil I need per day. So it may actually be on the team for a while, and it may be worth investing just to evolve it. I don't know. We need to look at that. Part of me wants to, and then part of me is like, no, it's a bad idea, bro. It's a bad idea. Don't do it, man. Let's go ahead and get breakfast going, though, while we figure that out. I just cannot use enough sausage per day. I feel like we started the week at about 130 sausage, and I've been using sausage as a filler all week, and I am still gaining sausage. So I guess we're set for sausage whenever we get curries, finally. 19,191, a very interesting number for our breakfast. And we can hopefully hit the next rank. That should be enough. Oh yeah, definitely. I thought we were way lower. That put us about halfway into Ultra 2. Ultra 3, sorry, wow. Today's Thursday, we're at Ultra 3. Yeah, I'm thinking Master 1 was definitely a conservative guess for the beginning of the week. What does it take to get to Master 3? That's really what I want just for that incense. 472, so we're just over halfway to where we need to be. And we've still got Sunday as well. Yeah, we're doing fine. Master 3 should be doable. Especially if we can change some things up and make this ingredient production a little bit better. But in order to check that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here on the left side of the Raynon website, click on production comparison. And none of these settings are going to matter for what I'm looking at today. So we're just going to go ahead and plug in. Where's our Krogunk? Oh, that's right. You guys are further down. So there's Krogunk. And let's go ahead and plug in our Toxicroak. Expand all. Let's see. So you're actually level 29. How close are you to 30? Because this is about to bite me if I don't keep an eye on this. Okay, we've still got 4 days that this can be on the team. without going to level 30. Yeah, because if it does go to level 30, our sausage problem is going to get even worse. Okay, so right now, 10 oil and 26 oil, so about 40 per day, and I need 14 and 14. I need 42 per day, so they're not even technically meeting the amount that I need. If we get Krogunk to level, you know what? Krogunk is oil. What if we just go to level 30 and evolve? How does that affect it? 36. So that almost gives us everything we need. That would actually, doing that would actually, and you're only 3 levels off. Doing that would actually be a good thing, and it brings in more berries, which I'm not really worried about berries. I'd rather it bring in more oil, but the simple fact that it's got oil at level 30, that might actually be the right call. I think we're gonna do it because we really need to get to a point where we have enough oil that we don't have to worry about it. And then how much do we need? We're also going to take advantage of the EXP table. So we've got this Krogunk is level 25 with 321 to go, and I own 79 candies. The nature is neutral, so I don't need to worry about putting one in there. But to get it to level 30, we need 42 additional candies. Okay. I was very confused, but just me being dumb. Anyway, so we need 42 additional candies to get to level 30, which means we need another 40 to evolve. Which, yeah, so that should be pretty easy. We should be able to do that no problem. Let's go ahead and give the berries we have now. And then that should leave us with 0 at level 28. Let's just go ahead and recalculate. 340. And we own 0 candies. I said 0. Oh, it will not let me put 0. Okay, there we go. You have to hit backspace to get to 0. Okay. So we're at 0. We need 42 more, which makes sense. Which is 14 small handy candies. Yeah, let's use the, I was thinking about using the mediums, but let's use the smalls just to clear up some space. Let's see, we need 14. I'm doing this in a very time inefficient way, but it's all right. It'll be okay. And then we'll level up just enough to hit 30. That's all we need. Level 30 ingredient unlocked. Now we have more oil. Even better. All right. Did I use all the candy anyway? Whatever. I need 40 to evolve, which means I need... No, I needed to use all the candy. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, let's just clear up a little more space. So I need 14 more handy candies, right? Yes, 14 more small handy candies. That'll give me another 42, and that will let us evolve into Toxicroak. Shiny Toxicroak at that. And that should solve our oil problems. It is not the best Toxicroak, but it is a good one. It's pretty decent. Honestly, if we wanted to, we could make it even better. Let's see. If I were to do this, which could be really dumb, because I may end up having to spend 2 seeds, but let's just hypothetically say I did get Ingredient Finder M. That would give me 42, roughly 42 a day, which is exactly what I need. So that would definitely let me build up a surplus with whatever this other Toxicroak would bring in, at least until it hits level 30. So it might be worth it just to build up that surplus of oil and corn and milk for popcorn, which actually I need to check on milk. We may need Blastoise back on the team soon, but I think we should have enough for today. For now, that should give us enough oil for a while. And then hopefully I have enough milk to get through the rest of today, and then I can swap in Blastoise for this old Toxicroak, so that we can start building our milk back up. Okay, yeah, we have plenty of milk for the rest of the day. We have enough for a day, 4 more meals. So we've got enough to last till lunch tomorrow if need be. And then you can see the corn situation is not doing great. Not at all. And we still got to start building up ingredients for Sunday. So hopefully this solves our oil problem. That's going to be the plan. Stock up oil today, stock up milk tomorrow, because we're going to need milk for Sunday as well. We're going to need honey, so we probably need to get Venusaur in pretty soon. Maybe Pinsir. Yeah, going to be some interesting changes, but I think we'll be all right. I really just need to get to a point where I can stock up plenty, and we should be good. Before I run, the last thing we need to do is come over here to team, click on Pokemon box. I'm trying to get better about keeping track of these, and I feel like if I do it while I'm recording, I will be more likely to actually keep track of it rather than forget about it because, oh, I'm done. Let me go ahead and, you know, start getting the video ready to be uploaded, and then I forget about it. So let's go ahead and do it now. We'll turn this shiny Croagunk into a shiny Toxicroak. We will level up this Toxicroak so it's level 29. One thing I forgot is to say, oh no, I did get the evolution count. Perfect. So that is everything that we changed today, and that should be everything except for the missions. I did forget. Let's go see what we got. Hey, there we go. Already getting those handy candies right back. Perfect. 3 handy candies, and that's a job well done. And that is all I have for today. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a wonderful day, and until next time, later, dudes.